Okay, hello everyone. My name is Random Gamer Riven and welcome to another week of randomized gaming live streams. I will be your host this randomized gaming video. As I've just said, Random Gamer Riven, I repeat myself. And we're going to be looking at Hustle Kings on the PS3 today. So, I thought, seeing as the World Snooker Championship, I originally wasn't going to do another PS3 games, and actually maybe I will do a few more. So there are some really great digital-only games, although this is actually not a PS3 exclusive. It is available on the PlayStation 4 and it is also available on the PlayStation Vita, and seeing as the PS3 store isn't getting taken out anymore, it's still going to be available at least for a while. The PS3 version, the online's been shut down, but the online does apparently work on the PlayStation 4 version. There's actually online challenges and all sorts, and this is actually a superb billiard sports game, I think is the word technical term for it. That means, or cue ball sports, which is basically means pool and snooker. The snooker one on the PS3 version's DLC. I think it's DLC on the PS4 version. The PS4 version, although it's free to play, is more like a free trial, and you basically have to buy all the stuff to get to play all the stuff you get in the PS3 version. Now, I will say I actually bought the bundle because the bundle for this is a bit confusing. It says it's the PS Vita bundle, but when you read it, it says it comes with the PlayStation 3 version, and that bundle gives you the Vita and the PS3 version, and all the PS3 version DLC, which is quite tricky to find, as some of the 3 DLC is not currently showing up in the PlayStation 3 store. I could only access it via this bundle, so that's a bit of a faux pas on Sony. So if you are going to buy this, do buy the complete bundle, which is listed in the PS3 store as the PlayStation Vita bundle, but when you read it, it says comes complete. It's like the complete bundle PS3. It's like a complete bundle PS Vita, but when you read it, it says comes with the PS3 version, and costs you £10 in total, the complete bundle. But yeah, it's confusing because it says the PS Vita and it actually comes with the PS3. So without further ado, that's not me playing, that is just the auto attract sequence running out playing. So without further ado, I'm actually going to show you the training first, just to give you an idea of Hustle Kings. Is quite an in-depth title with lots of abilities to play with and lots of moves and stuff. So before I do, I should say I'm not using our actual game, the actual game music. The actual game music's licensed, so instead I've just opted for similar themed YouTube music, and I'm using the 2 artists I'm using tonight on the YouTube. One is Bad Snacks, who we regularly have used some of her music on quite a few of our videos. The current outro music actually is by Bad Snacks on the channel videos, but yeah, the artists are Noir, Blanc, Via and Bad Snacks. So I'll list the songs I'm using over the course of the stream. Let me just confirm. Well, that current song I think might have been, let's see, Noir, a typical ride out Noir Via. So I'm going to stop it for the next one, which is BeeyornandRaysd. So basically got a selection of songs, and I'll just go through them and chop and change them as we sort of do different things, so you don't listen to one song for too long. So I'll just actually go through the training mode so you can see what it's like, because this is actually a very in-depth snooker game. Just going to raise my audio mixer so I can see the Okay, we are good. So I've got a rather crazy selection of balls in this tutorial. I have actually said the complete bundle includes everything, so I actually think I have The only thing I didn't download with the complete bundle was the time saver pack, because that kind of spoils it. So welcome to training mode. The first event will teach you how to line up and take a typical break shot. So this is the breaking off. First off, we want to point the cue. First of all, we want to point the cue into the pack of balls. Use the left stick to rotate the cue left and right. So as you see there, quite nice. To raise and lower the cue, push up and down. To raise and lower the cue, push the left stick up or down. I tend to often pre-guess what they're going to say. Next, we need to set our power. The purple gauge at the bottom of the screen shows how hard we will hit the ball. Use L2 and R2 to adjust the power. The more the gauge fills up, the more power will be applied to the shot. You'll need a lot of power for the break-off shot, so move the gauge all the way to the top. Now, I would disagree with that because the default strength is good enough as it is. The default strength is actually a bit, gaining the power is actually quite interesting, and although we want to put, well, I think we want to basically, the tutorial wants us to raise it. Now, ensure your shot limits, but if you're doing proper snooker, they tend to only break off a section on the actual break. Press the shot button, so about mid-pack, and press X to take a shot. The size and speed of the pulsing ring on the ball below indicates the difficulty of your shot. To take your shot, pull back on either the left or right stick, then push forward in a fluid motion. For an accurate shot, notice how the cue ball moves as you pull back on the left stick. If you want to go back and change your angle of power, press the circle. So this actually is two shot methods. I don't really like the pull back because it's a bit random because the sticks do judder, but let's go. The accuracy above indicates how straight your movement. You managed to move the stick compared to the difficulty of the shot, and this affects the outcome of your shot. So basically pull back and left on. So the first use of the stick is like a pulley method. I don't actually use this one because it's actually a bit annoying pulling back and pushing forward constantly. You're never going to get high quality stock. The stick is actually a bit wobbly, I have to admit, the PS3 sticks. The training goes over some of the same basic principles taught in the first event, but here you'll be introduced to an alternative control method. This is the gauge one. As before, we want to use the left stick to point the cue into the pack of balls. Now we need to set our power. Use R2 to move the power bar all the way to the top. Now when you're ready to take your shot, press the cross button. So this is the alternative shoot system. This one I prefer. This time, to take your shot, you need to stop the spinning meter by pressing the cross button. The idea is to stop the meter as close to the top as possible. The closer to the top, the more accurate your shot will be. An easier shot will generally cause the meter to spin more slowly. You've basically got to press. So as you see there, whereas the other method was pulling back and forward, this is hitting it when the swish moves into the centre bit. So let's go. About 90, so that's not bad. Again, the accuracy above indicates how close to the top you managed to stop the skill meter. That's actually the better method, skill meter. Now let's take the two. So basically I'm just going to go through and show you all the tutorials so you can get a feel for this game to begin with. But it is a very accomplished snooker game. My only slight gripes, I think, are the fact that technically you can make pots in this that you couldn't really do on a real table. That's probably a fundamental issue with all video game snooker games. You can make pots you just wouldn't be able to make in original games. Just you can't hit the balls to certain angles easily, whereas games make them very easily. This event will teach you how to fine-tune your aim. So this game actually has a fine-tuning system. So where you've got the standard turning, you can also fine-tune with L1 or R1. So you can really adjust it. So this actually is a really good control function. It is a very polished title. If you were to take this shot, normally the cue ball would fall in after the yellow. We need to apply backspin to force the cue ball to roll backwards after it's hit the yellow. The contact point between the cue and the cue ball is shown on the ball in the bottom left. Use the right analog stick to adjust the spin. I've added in the word analog there, but yes, this is actually quite a good one. So actually now you want to now you want to control the point to now you want the contact point to be towards the bottom of the ball for a backspin. Notice that holding down the circle button here also allows you to fine-tune your spin. Also, you can use the square button to reset the spin back to the center of the ball. When you're ready to take your shot, press the cross button. Okay, so yeah, forward for topspin, down for backspin. So I want as low as possible for a high backspin. I can fine tune, but I don't really need to fine tune the angle. In fact, the tutorial won't actually let me. And there we backspin it. That was a close one. I thought it might roll into that. For a second there, I thought it might roll into the pocket. So yeah, the top cam. So this was done by, is it Wufu Studio? And this is by far one of the best pool games I played. Interestingly, Wufu Studio also did Pure Pool on the PS4. And although that's a later game, that is not as good as this. So either Sony gave them a lot more funding, and basically they could spend the time to really polish this, because this is really polished. This game looks really very realistic on the PS3 as well. There are a couple of times where I looked at this thing, am I playing this on a real pool table? Whereas the PS4 version is just a touch different. So I'm just going to quickly do this pot, set your power to maximum to make it easier. So we can do this top view, and you can see they're good now. Use the circle to fine tune. Again, you can so you can use main cue to swing, and if you want to fine tune, it allows you to adjust the strength. So yeah, you will be using the fine tuning quite a lot, and you can also got ball cam as well. In ball cam, you can use the right stick to navigate you, and you actually use the left. So the camera angles are really interesting. We can actually use. I think my only slight gripe with this is that you don't get rest, so you can't use rest because you're If I had one thing about a lot of these games, you're disembodied cubes. You actually really want physical human avatars, so then you'd have to use rests and things. And there we go, with a clean shot. Oh, I had to pop the ball. Oops. Yes, this game does have an in-game currency you can use to buy equipment. I think you had to use real-world currency to buy the cues, which is a bit cheeky. That's the one thing. Sometimes you can move the ball, so hold the triangle button. And we just want to line it up, so yeah. Fine tune. Yes, the tutorial does punish for mistakes. Okay, guys, I'll be back in just a moment. So let's try this again. So I really wanted just to showcase the functionality at the start because this does have a lot of advanced options, which is one thing you don't always see. And I should line this up so I had a diagonal shot on it, shouldn't I? And there we go, another successful pot during the tutorial. So I think it's just a jump shot now. Oh yeah, so this one actually lets you chalk the cube. After a few shots, you're into chalk. So you actually have to use 6 actions. Yep. Press select for chalk, and then you've got to select your chalk. So the cheeky, you have to sign in to actually buy these ones. But this one, the classic chalk, just literally shake your 6-axis controller. Here we go, a swerve shot. We're going to swerve around the black and pot the yellow. First raise your cue as high as possible. Yeah, really want to first raise your cue as high as it will go. To do this, you want to raise your cue as high as you can. Yeah. So yes, this type of shot you just would not do on a snooker table. We can do kind of nifty. Complete the trains. Final event will teach you how to pull off jump shots. We're going to jump the cue ball over the black and pot the yellow. First, raise your cue ball to a 45-degree angle. See the slightly funky angle it's going to take, but that should be good. Okay, I think that's going to clear it now, so... And there we go with a jump shot. Now, I know they are incredibly difficult to perform on a real snooker or pool table, and you would never use them in competitive play to try and hit a ball. Not sure if jump shots are even allowed in snooker. Okay, so that's the showcase of all the moves you've actually got, and as you see there, you've got a lot of various moves. So we've got training mode, which I've just clicked on and we've just done. You've got career mode, which is an interesting one, but I might say career mode for another stream, as that lets you basically play through. That's quite a cool one. Basically, you have to play through in career mode. You get a league, and then you basically have to set number of players. You got to basically there are 10 events, and you've got to clear them all and there are various different games and events. So I don't think any of these career modes will be snooker though. We go to exhibition, we have, so there's lots of offline modes. You've got game type, we've got snooker, snooker 6, Carom. Now snooker is a paid for DLC, Carom is a paid for DLC, and I've never actually played Carom. Hit both objective balls, ensuring cue ball hits 3 cushions before the second ball to gain a point and get another turn. Trying to see, hit the ball, hit both objective balls, hit both. So you get US 8 ball, you get 9 ball pool. We get black ball, which is basically, this black ball's basically English pool, where you get the red and yellows and you've got to pot either or, which is not different to stripes and 9-ball pool. We've got US 8-ball pool. You've got killer again for us. I might actually try killer. Cutthroat. You see there, we've got a lot of game types there. You can have a tournament, I think. So yeah, you can pick your game players. 16 easy shots. My one slight gripe, if I get a so you got a snooker tournament as well. Oh, we can actually do a proper. I might actually do a proper snooker tournament, seeing as we've got. So the online play is apparently the servers were cut down. So you've got career mode, you've got free play, but free play lets you practice. But as you notice there were absolutely ton of free play only lets you practice on US 8, snooker, and carom, which is a bit disappointing. It doesn't let you play on many of the other ones. And trick shot mode, again, trick shot modes we've actually got the 3 DLC for. So this swervy table here is one of the DLCs, and this table here is one of the DLCs, and I believe you get additional ones if you clear them all. But basically, I think I've got a few extra ones from one of the packs, but initially I'm not sure how many of these. The 2-3 DLCs basically give you these 2 tables, but I could not find these 2 free DLCs in the store normally on the PS3. I had to annoyingly I had to basically download the bundle to find where they were located, so that was quite concerning, especially it was only when I bought the bundle version could I find them, because the PS3 store is a bit of a mess. You could also, I think if you downloaded the Vita versions it would give you them as well, but it was just trying to find them in the store. They weren't actually on the PS3 store page for some reason, so we've got a ton of trick shots. I'll actually might just try one of the opening trick shots, but before I do that I will actually change the music, as we've had Bjorn and Ray Raider long enough. So let's do City Nights Light Bad. This is by Bad Snacks. Pop the yellow ball without moving the black. So you get a base selection of trick shots in this title, and the 3 DLC adds in those additional tables, and I believe one of the other DLCs I purchased via the bundle adds in even more trick shots. So escape. Pop the yellow ball without moving the red. Fire the cue ball into the opposite side cushion with maximum power. Some top spin and lots of right-handed side. Good luck. Okay. This is going to be close. Shall we see what happens? I'm not quite sure what went on there. Ooh. No, I didn't mean to save replay. I'll have to delete that later. So lots of backspin, right-handed side, topspin. These type of trick shots, I will admit, are a bit guessing game without the sort of extended lines. It's a little bit hard to know. That was better. That was better. Watching that replay makes it look easy, so... Yeah, the spin's too fast on that one. You can't... Yeah, the shot's going a bit... I might try swapping the... Actually, I'll change the puzzle. That one is rather tricky. Pot the yellow and both. Pot the yellow and both. You must hit the yellow ball. Raise the butt of your cue and hit. How am I supposed to get backspin when... Oh well, that was worth the shot. Quick show one of the DLC tables. These trick balls are definitely very tricky. You've got to get those shots just right. Okay, let's try a rebound. Hit the black ball. Hit the black ball first and pop the yellow. Avoid all reds. Raise the cube but a little. Use the power of the full tip spin. Smash the cue ball into the opposite cushion. Nope, that didn't work. I'll try and jump it over. She's slightly crazy table design. So raise the cube. So high degrees of topspin. Ah, see, that's why you smash it into the other cushion the other side. Because that way it goes bouncing back. Okay, so the circle the circle one I don't think works that well for these trick shots. It just goes bananas and you can't. Thought I had to pop the yellow and the black. I didn't think it would just pop the yellow. Oh, we completed the trick shot. Nice! Huzzah! Pop the balls without touching any reds. Okay, so just bounce it off all the cushions. Okay, so that's a few of the trick shots. I haven't actually shown any of the game types. So we got a snooker tournament, we've got pool tournaments, you've got the bonus games as well that are beat the clock cleanups. I see, so you've got lots of unlocks to do, survive. So you see there are lots of sub little bonus games. There's a lot to unlock in this. I actually deliberately didn't do it. So if you buy the complete version, you do get a time saver pack, but I didn't want to download that because I think it spoils it. It will spoil the time progression, so... So, if I want to put everything in a single break, first off, just go for the power. Now, I will be honest, controlling the cue ball is probably the hardest thing to do in this. Oh, not enough power there. But yeah, those bonus games you've had, so you basically get a nice little break shot mode. So those bonus games give you a nice little extra mode. Let's try beat the clock as well. How many balls can I pot? This bonus mode is what the PS4 challenge mode is. Just PS4 versus a little challenge mode where each day you start, you get a number of set challenges to pot. Well, you basically get a set challenge and you get 5 attempts at it. So what we've got here is pot the target number of balls in set time limits. So I'm actually going to change my... So for the trick shot, I think the analog method is better, but for these ones... Ooh, that was... Let's restart, that was dreadful. Oh, we got a nice pot off the bat. 8 balls, yeah, now this is actually one of the challenges that... Oh, I just ruined that one for a quick pot, so... So you really got to be quick with these quick pots. I'm not being quick enough. Oh, get in there, get in there. Go, go, go. Give this one another shot, so go for the max power. Oh, now that's what we call a bit of luck. Okay, so... Again, you wouldn't do that on an actual pool table, so I'm not doing too badly at the minute. I need to be quicker. In you go. And I need to... I do need to chalk my pool. I also need to be slightly quicker with my shots. Oh! Foul, cue ball potted. Okay, let's restart as I'm going to lose this one. Get one last shot. And let's just go, go, go. Gonna hope for the best with this. Get in there, get in there. Flunked that shot there. Yes, this is actually a good... I mean, there's some great challenge modes in this. I haven't even actually started the main game playing. So you have got a huge amount of array of stuff in Hustle's King, so it's well worth it. And £10, I said I bought the complete bundle on PS3, although it was nicknamed the complete bundle PlayStation Vita. When I read the description, it was £10. And it actually said you get everything with the PSP version, PS Vita version, but it also said, oh yeah, and you get everything with the PS3 version as it's cross-buy. So I did that and got the Vita version and the PS3 version, which is fantastic, all digitally. Not that we have a PlayStation Vita, but if we ever do grab one here at Randomised Gaming, we will definitely try one out, although the Vita is becoming quite tricky to get. So, onto the main game. Instead, we've got all these different games. Black Ball Killer. I might tempt to try just 3 lines. So let's do 3 players. 3, 4. We've got. Let's do short for aiming for me, medium, hard. Let's do medium. Do 3 players, so I've got to keep potting. Arena, what we got? Random standard, so just random. Ball set random, cloth set, table, let's just go with everything random and see what we get. And see how fair. So I'm going to be RG Riven. We've got Carmen and Sophie I'll be playing. So game for up to 8 players. You start with 3 lives and each player takes it in turns to pot a ball. Okay, I've not actually done Killer before on the billiards table, so let's give it a whirl. I'll do a bit of pool next and then I might do a snooker tournament, see how far I can get in there. And I'll actually change the background music again. Let's swap it to so we've had. Okay, so that was City Nights Lights Bad Snack. This will be FynestLyk. Look, I can't say that. FynestLyk, and it's by Noir et Blanc there. As I said, I'm not using the official game music, I'm using YouTube music because all the official music in this was just like randomly licensed stuff, so I'm going with some selection of YouTube's finest. So there we go with the tables. So we've got to keep potting balls. Okay, so for me to have a good pot or else I lose a life, so I've got to now, if I don't pot something on break, does that mean I lose a life? When you gain a life if you pot the black ball. Okay, so let's do the oh, come on! So I lose a life and she gets an easy shot on that striped one. And she chooses, okay, that was a weird one. There's an easy ball next to you and you choose a hard ball. The old adage goes, I'll start what I finished. Oh, I should have put this on easy, shouldn't I? Because the AI in this, even on easy, surprisingly good. This is going to just be, yeah. Normal is inhuman. I can only imagine the hard AI is basically doesn't miss a shot. Okay, that's a nice easy shot for me. Ow! Wah, wah, wah. Right, let's see how good this AI is, because I think I should have put this on easy, because I think this AI is too good. Come on, that's a cushion bowl. You can't roll it from that angle down there. I've just been watching the Snooker World Championship. They wouldn't do that. Ha ha! This one's going to pop the black perfectly. Yeah, so the normal AI is just inhuman. So neither of them, they're just going to pot everything willy-nilly constantly. I wouldn't be surprised if I just left it on this mode, it would run for an hour. Let's give it a few minutes and see whether you... Give it a minute or two and see how impossible some of the pots this is making. Whether they actually lose life. This is only the normal AI. Okay, so the moral of this story is that the normal AI is just simply too good for normal. I mean, this is more like hard AI. So I dread to think what the hard AI is like. Oh, come on, that was a ricochet pot. You wouldn't do that. Especially if you play anything other than easy, you will be playing against inhuman potting. They've just potted the table without a single... So let's quit out of that. The moral of the story is nice game mode, great with friends, but the AI is just inhuman. That was, if we left that, I guarantee you. So I was tempted to put 8 players, but I realised if we'd done 8 players, that would have been just forever. So yeah, exhibition. So I'll put the AI on easy because it just does not make mistakes. So we've got, like, I'll do some 9-ball pool. So in the game you pot. The lowest number must always be potted first. Difficulty easy, because else it's just ridiculously... It just won't miss. And even the best snooker players in the world, so... Now if I have random, it does mean I can get the slightly crazy tables that are the DLC ones, but let's do them for fun. If they come up, they come up. I fancy the challenge. There is quite a lot of in-game content you can unlock via the in-game currency that you accrue as you play. So as I mentioned, I believe the online has been totally shut down for this, but it's still a absolutely solid pool title. Thank you to everyone in watching this stream. My name's Random Gamer Riven on behalf of Randomised Gaming, and we are looking at Hustle Kings on the PlayStation 3. It was developed first in 2009, and it was released on PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita, and PlayStation 4, although the PlayStation 4 version I think was 2014. It was initially developed by Vufu Studios and it's published by Sony Computer Interactive Entertainment, and it's by far one of the best looking and best playing pool games on the market. So here we go, 9-ball pool. So let me just check, can I see them? Okay, so one is, so basically you can see there in the bottom left corner it shows me I've got to hit the one, which is that blue one. So let's just go. I'm just going to hit for a power on this and hope for the best. So I suppose you can probably, oh, she ricochet. Yeah, you see the AI is making some ridiculous shots that you just wouldn't do. You do not do ricochets. I've been watching the World Championship snooker and you just don't do them. I mean, you might do a few slightly more different shots in pool, but is that lined up correctly? Actually, as we've changed game, I'll change music as well. So let's do Half Day by Bad Snacks. It's actually quite a nice one. Okay, so I've got to hit the... See, it does actually reflect where I'm. I do like the ball camera as well in this. The fact you can just sort of whiz over the table is really nice. You can basically zoom on all the balls. I mean, the presentation in this is absolutely first class, I will admit. Okay, so I don't think I can really do much other than just tap that blue. I might. I'm just supposed to try and tap it. I'm not going to do too much with it. I made that potable for her, haven't I? Yeah, that was a mistake by me. And the AI gets a 99.99 shot, 91. To put in perspective, I haven't got a 99.99 shot yet. Okay, so she's fluffed that one. But I think she's got it safe, so I need to hit that 4. So I'm going to add some backspin to make sure it goes safe once I hit it. Oh yes, yes. Now I think if I just fine tune this, just a little bit more, this might Just make it. Oh, what a long pot. Right, so my aim here is basically to, so basically rule 1, up the power, so that way you'll get an idea of where your shot's going to be. And hopefully that should just park it in behind the green. Yes! Yeah, the AI, as I mentioned, does get a lot of fluke shots, so... And she's going to pop this. Yeah, so that was the easy AI. I did notice the developers who did this did pure pool, and the AI in pure pool was much weaker on the easier set, and it was just missing things left, right, and centre. Whereas here it's quite proficient even on the easy. So that's a game of 9-ball pool. That was 9-ball pool. Let's do English pool or black ball, which is pot reds or yellows, and then so basically you have to pot a colour and you've got one black ball, and it's the player who pots the black ball wins. If you pot the black ball early, you'll foul it. And again, I'll stick to everything being random and see what I get. Let's see how it goes. So we'll jump into, I'll change the music track as well. And I will just say, if you're enjoying the stream, please do consider hitting that like button. It is very much appreciated. And I'll swap half day out. I'll swap for honey bad snacks. Okay, this is going to be interesting. This is one of the DLC tables, so we're going to have a slightly bonkers version. And although it's black ball pool, because I've got the slightly odd ball set, so it's not the traditional ball set, I've got a random set, and I've got all the sets that come in this. So I assume we've got blue and red, and the one in the centre that's white and black. So they've all got that sort of cybernetic look to them. Yeah, there you go. They look a bit like bowling balls, actually. Not bowling, bowls balls, which is another sort of bowling game. Which is another ball game, I should say. It's bowling. It's slightly different to bowl. Similar to curling. So this is going to be interesting. I have one of the DLC tables that you can see. Oh, I got one. What did I pot? What did I pot? I didn't see what colour it was. It's not clear what colour it's potted. Okay, so I am red. So this is one of the wackier DLC tables, but it's nice to have just something a bit different to the convention. I don't think you'd actually get a table quite like this in real life, but it's just nice to do something you wouldn't normally see. So it's quite a nice, interesting fan sort of shape. There's two. There's the fan one, and then there was one with certainly makes it a bit more interesting. Oh wait, there's only 4 holes. Okay. Okie dokie. So there's not holes in that side. Okay. So I don't actually want to knock balls into a certain part of the table. Okay, so this is certainly changes it up a bit different to normal. The cue ball of chalk, and I'll just, that is one of my balls, yes, so they're both one of my balls. Okay, that's just about right. Okay, so that one's the black ball. I think I've got about 4 or 5 of mine left. No, I think about 3 maybe. I think I've got about 3 left of mine. 3 or 4. So so I don't want to whack this one too far actually. I want to just move it so it's not where it's currently positioned. Okay, that's better. That's near the hole. That's what I want. Okay, that shot was slightly baffling for me. The AI, I wonder if the AI is not so good for these tables. Okay, now I have a problem. None of my balls are this side of the table, so I'm going to have to quite literally wing it a bit. So I'll set him up for a pot. Okay, he's set me up beautifully, so I can pot this one. probably don't want too much power on it. I just want to knock it. Just check that's going to go in. Yeah. Slightly fleeting there, deciding what to do. So I can still hit the trouble comes if I want to. I can try and pot that one, but that's probably going to pot his one. I'm going to try and. That's the worst possible outcome. Okay, this is where it's difficult for me because my ball's on that side, his ball's on this side, so... Oh, has he just given me a gift horse? I think he might have done. Okay, that's just about where I wanted it, so that should give me a pot on the black, yes. Just turn down the power a bit. Ooh, yes! Just certainly made for an interesting game of 9-ball pool. And get some bonus credits there as well. Oh, and there's a bug there in the top right corner. That is a text cutoff. That's a runoff. That should actually be centered a little bit more to the right. That R1, the next page, that's some text overrun. That's a minor little QA bug, but that's something Sony's QA should have picked up. They should have just moved it slightly to the right a bit more, or slightly extended the actual HUD area. Okay, so thanks for watching so far. I think I'll jump into some actual snooker now. So I'll actually save. I might do a video on the game and show off the things I've shown off. I will save the career mode for a separate gameplay video. But in the meantime, I will actually try my hand at a snooker tournament. Seeing as the World Snooker Championships are currently going on in Sheffield, so I think now's the perfect time to actually try. And I'll just swap over music again. So this is swapping to, that was Honey Bad Snack, so I'll swap to QuangerineCream Noir Air. So QuangerineCream Noir Air Blanc there. Both Bad Snacks and Noir Air Blanc V are both YouTube music creators. The default music in this game is basically a random library selection, and there are a couple of musics that are copyrighted, so I've just turned off the music in game and just got the sound effects on. So let's give it a go, and here we go with a bit of snooker. Let's see how far I get. It's fair to say the AI does make some baffling decisions, like the fact it was right next to the black and chose to pop the blue. So, well, I'm not complaining. Right, so yeah, you wouldn't really do a long pot like this, but the one issue I will say is the ball control in this game isn't great for the cue ball. So now here's the thing, I could probably in this game pot the black in that long shot. You would not do that in a proper snooker. So the AI does make some interesting pots. Now again, you wouldn't normally make a shot like that pot I did on the black, but I thought why not for a bit of fun. Although it has got the black actually out. Oh, she's got a problem now. She's probably going to bounce it off the cushion to get a hit on a colour. Play on force. Force a retake. Let's force a retake. Does that mean she's got to pot that one again? Now, if she fluffs 3 retakes, she loses the frame, I believe. So hit that towards the cushion. So that should be a good safety shot. Oh, giving her a pot. Okay, so I just need to think about what colour ball I want to pot. So in case you don't know the rules for snooker, the aim is to pot all the reds before potting all the colours. However, the way you have to do it is you have to pot a red and then you have to take a shot on a colour. You have to then pot a colour and then you can pot another red. If you miss the colour, then your opposing player gets to shoot again at a red. But basically the colour ball is basically an extra shot for additional points. The aim is to get enough points so that you have a higher score than your opponent and there are less balls left on the table, so they can't get enough score to beat yours. That's how you win a frame. And the highest break is a 1471, although I believe infamously there was a question on a game show called 15 to 1 once where they said it was like 154 or 50 thing if the opposite player technically fouls the break. But I've never seen a player in a professional tournament foul a break, and arguably is it still a break if someone has fouled it. So I'm going to probably put this at full power because I need to put this ball. Oh, I better make sure I've got the brown selected. So I need to pop this and then get to the other, back down to the lower side of the table to be able to pot a red. I don't think, yeah, the reds are not in a good position for me at present. Oh, I might be able to get the one at the end. Okay, so what I'm going to do is try rolling this. Now the question is just to tap one of the reds. Now, my only gripe with this game is probably that the ball control is not particularly very good. Ball control, what I mean when you position the cue balls, there's not a good a tutorial system to teach you how to do it, and it's not quite clear where you're going to end up. So in theory now I'm going to pop that red. In theory, if I probably put about half strength, it might just roll into the pink's firing line. Actually, I probably want to put more power on it, and that way it should spin off to the, so I can put it in the corner. What I'm just going to do is try and roll it in under the black, so that way the opponent won't really have a lot of options. I think that should be enough power. You do have to nominate a colour before you shoot, so you can't just randomly shoot at colours, you have to nominate it. So if you pot an incorrect colour, you do lose points. That's annoying. I was hoping she would miss. Okay, so I probably can pot, yeah. Put some power on this. Ooh, that could go wrong. Take a shot at the pink ball, but before I do that, I'm just chalking my cube. So here goes. That should be good enough to get the pink. Now, is that going to get me in a position where I can shoot one of the reds? Yes, it is. Just going to put some backspin on it. Hopefully that should stop it go. Oh, just missed out. Now your guess is as good as mine where she's aiming with that one, but or the AI is aiming, as it's just an avatar that's. That's going to miss. That's not accurate enough. Oh, yes. Okay, have I got a pot on the yellow? Will I get a pot on the yellow? Yes. Oh, I can get the pink, I think. Let's check that. Can I get the pink, or is that... Okay, now in games you can get some odd pots like this. You would not be able to pot that pink in real snooker, and I can't. So it's going to have to be on the brown. So basically each of the colours awards different scores, if you don't know, so you always want to aim for the most high scoring colour. In this game we've had the unfortunate case of the blue and the black, which are... So the pink is the second highest, black is the highest, blue is just below the pink. So the blue and the black have been taken out of play for some time as they're in a really horrible corner pot. In fact, you can't pot that blue and that black pretty much. You would if they were in that position on an actual table, that's a horrible position for them both to be in. You wouldn't be able to do it in one table return, I think. Just chalk my cue again. Give another chalk. Now, will this get me far enough down to pot a red? No is the answer to that. So what I'm going to do is send my ball flying, so I go down the other end of the table in the hope that I can snooker. If I do that, that's more likely to go towards a cushion that way. Ah, oh, damn it, I've left that one up for her to pot. There's still enough points on the table for her to win, so... Pink's near a cushion as well, so okay, I think it's gonna have to be that pocket, isn't it? This is gonna be a bit tricky. Okay, it looks like that will do it. Okay, I think if I pop this, I think I'm in the clear. I think I'll have won it. So yeah. So now we've got the colours, I need to pop to the yellow first. Then it's the green, so I don't want too much power, but I need enough to get me up there and back, basically. Okay, a bit too much, but Okay, yes, that's perfect positioning on the brown. So I'm not going to be able to pot the blue. There's not a... I'm basically 40... So you see, I'm 41 ahead, 21 remaining. So she can't win. I can't pot the blue and black. So this will mean she's basically has to concede the frame. And I think, as this is a tournament, it'll just be one frame. I might be wrong. So yeah, I'll get... all I can do is basically hope that I can do a fluke smash. I can't hit the black either, so... so there's a chance, if I don't hit it too much, I could... It's a bit of fluky. You wouldn't do this in a tournament. No, I'm not going to be able to do... Okay, if this goes... Could have deployed... Hi Mark Harris, thanks for joining the stream. Yes, you're right, I could have developed the... in theory, this would be a fluke shock if it makes it, but I can hit this. Oh, now that would be a fluke shot that you would not play in a real tournament, but... Well, that's actually the first round one. And hi Mark, thanks for joining the stream. My name's Random Gamer Riven. I am the editor of Randomised Gaming and I do regular streams. But because it's the World Snooker Championship here in at the minute in the UK, I thought I would stream Hustle Kings tonight. And it's actually a very, very good snooker and pool game, billiards, Q-pool sports game. So it's very, very good. But the snooker is particularly very good in this. Okay, so yeah, so this snooker tournament's clearly replicating the World Championship and the Masters. So quarters, semis, yeah. So first round, second round, quarters, semis, and the final. So we're going to be playing Josh, and I suspect Josh is probably going to be quite a bit of a better player than the last Tiffany was. So. I'm going to break again. Now, should I do... I think I'll do another light break because that proved to be quite successful because I think opening up as like they're doing proper snooker. So the game you just have to keep the power down, but if you open up with too much power and release too many of the balls from the pack, it then makes it easy for your opponent. So let's just do what they tend to do, the professionals, and strike the sort of side area of the break. Okay, and that means he can't pot anything, which is good. But he has played a blinder of a snooker on me. Right, I cannot hit a ball from here. So I'm going to have to gently... I'm going to hope this will ricochet enough into the pack. Ah! Foul. Okay, so if you get a foul in this, you do concede points. I was hoping I should just nudged it a little to the left. Oh, he is so... That is the flukiest shot going. Oh, do I actually have a red there? Yes, I do. But that's going to leave, not going to leave me much of a shot on a colour. Guess I can't get... Oh, actually, no. I said the ball camera, I mean the visuals in this for the PS3, they look super realistic actually. I mean the PS3 was a very powerful console, so because you've not got too much here, you've just got the lighting and stuff, it gives you a very realistic look. I said this is also available on PS4 and PS Vita, so this is actually the best pool game. Yeah. I'm going to play that full power because I think I can then cannon one of the reds at the end. Just before I did that, I just not give my thing a shot. Oh, have I got the red or... Oh yes, I might do. Although that's going to be a difficult pot, but that's good. Oh, something not quite. Yes. Okay. That's probably going to give me a colour. Which one? Now, if this was an actual game, I wouldn't really be going for the pink, but that's gonna miss. Okay, I've put myself into real trouble there. As if you fail to hit a ball, I'm gonna... Yeah, he's got a pot on the black there. While we're here, I'll change the background music again to... This is Skewls Out, and it's by Noir et Blanc there, seeing as I haven't changed this one in a while. At least that way it gets through all the songs I've had. Now, have I opened that? That's a difficult pot. Okay, he's not running away with it, but he has a clear lead at the minute. Okay, he's got me in a perfect snooker. Okay, I'm just going to cannon it and see what happens. Oh, this is really... Right, you wouldn't shoot the black from there because that's on the cushion, so that would be very difficult. Yeah, this is the thing, the AI is making a few pots that you wouldn't really do in real life. If he gets another pot or two on the black, I think I'm done for. Yep, I feel like a real snooker player when you know you're beat. So that's basically I'm gonna need. He needs to screw up the next ball or two, and then I'm gonna need to be hitting pinks and blacks constantly to. That's the colour to take it back, I think. Going to cue a chalk. have to be the blue, and I'm going to have to put some backspin on it to get it back where I want it, so put the chalk on. Okay, I need to get back to the other side. I need to get down to the black, so I'm just going to have to full power this one and hope I can get black down to the pink or the black. Come on, come on, come on. Oh! Okay, that I think is my game over. I don't think I'm going to be coming back from that. I needed that pot on the black, sadly. I think this is it for me. I think he pots this, I think he'll be too far ahead for me to catch. So he's 31 ahead and there's 51 remaining. If he pots this black, it's pretty much 50 remaining, so yeah. $44 ahead, 43 remaining, so he needs to start. I would need snookers now to beat him. And that ain't happening. He's going to pot the black now and he'll be well and truly in the lead. He's got an easy pot on the black there. I don't think he'll get the whole table. I think he's going to knock. I think he'll miss this red, but I don't think. But he's 52 ahead and I cannot catch him. So I can choose to play on or I can choose to concede for aim. So I'll do the gentlemanly thing of conceding for aim. I think Mark Selby's one of the few who doesn't concede frames. He tends to let them play on even if they're winning. Most of them sort of give the nod and I'll concede for aim. So that's a good game. That's 2 good rounds of snooker. Unfortunately, I slightly didn't quite make that second round, but yeah, good fun. Oh, do I get a replay? What's the time now? Appreciate the likes. I will give it, you know, I'll give it 1 second shot, seeing as Oh, I think he's just going to clean up this time by the looks of it. It's quite a somber experience watching your opponent clean up a frame. Now, this... Why would you do that when you had a clear shot? I suppose because it's the weaker AI. Oh, has he snooked? No. No, he hasn't. He's messed that up. Oh, that's not... Oh, yes. Okay, so can I hit the blue from there? I should be good. I might even be able to get the pink in some crazy hit. Yeah, now you wouldn't be able to... If you watch snooker, you wouldn't see mass side-on hits like this, but because I can... Also line me nice up with the pack. Just play away from the touching ball, that's fine. Right, can't go for black. I can go for blue though. Could do another squiffy pink hit. Probably could actually, that's... No, you wouldn't do a shot like this in real snooker, but let's go. And I should have gone for the blue. I've just blown that completely. That was me trying to be a bit too ambitious. Although he might not pot that. Yes! Okay, beautiful shot. I haven't actually put the black. Okay, so I've got a shot on the green there. And that's lined up nicely for a shot on the pink as well. Oh, but I might have stopped him from getting a pot. No, I think that's... So I'm quite a way ahead of him now. Oh, that's about... He's underpowered that. Way too much. Oh, come on. That was a slow ball. It's going to be much closer this time. Why would you pick that ball up there? I'm sure you might want to snooker me, but that's not going to do a great... Ooh. He's got an easy pot on the black as well. Damn it, this is going to be a tight match then. Okay, I need to make sure that I lose that snooker. And I can actually. Gotcha. Okay, so the pink's an easy pot for me now. I also want to get back down to the red side of the table, so I'm going to really hit the ball hard. Actually, no, I don't need it as much as I think I do. Yep, I should have hit that harder. What's the odds? Skewy with that. Okay, this is a bizarre pot, but he will probably hit it, but you wouldn't do that, you've probably gone for the cushion one. Well, he's going to take the lead. He's going to take the lead, unfortunately. Okay, so the pink's going to be a difficult pot. Right, I'm going to plot the blue, and then I'm going to need... Okay, so the plus side, he can't pot the green, but he's going to have to tap the green. So I'm guessing we're both going to be playing to try and snooker one another at the minute. Come on. Where's the green going to fall? Where's he's going to... Damn it. Okay, he ain't going to be able to pot the brown from there. That's the only good thing. So 9 behind, 22 remaining. Oh, come on! Okay, so he can't pot this unless he does a really dodgy. You wouldn't be able to pot this in a real game of snooker. So let's see what he does. If I pot either of these balls, I win. Oh, you are kidding me. Oh, you beauty. Now, you wouldn't be able to do that shot in an actual game of snooker. That call for aim. Let's play on. So I want to try and see if I can get the pop the black. The last background music while I'm here. This is Wallflowers by Bad Snacks. So second time lucky, that was good fun. Now, oh, best of 3 frames. Okay, so we do have one more frame to go then. Yeah, I shouldn't be always braking, actually, I don't think. He should be doing brakes as well. That's a bit annoying, actually. I just fumbled that shot there disappointingly. So yeah, I've given him a 3. See, I was going to say, what was he doing there a second? He had an easy pot. Ah, he's got to put on the black again. Should be playing better safety shots, and I was trying to be greedy on that blue. Okay, so that was a good safety pot. That means you ain't going to be able to pot anything from there. Oh, come on. That would not be a pot you'd be able to make because you've got the power into it. So you can go ahead with that one. Yep, he is. Okay, we'll try that again, and this time he's going to have a real trouble trying to pot anything. Now that shot alone tells me everything you need to know about the AI. Talk about utterly impossible shots. He's going to take this one off me. Yes, sadly, Josh has beaten me. I'll concede frame, and that's it. He's won. I'm defeated in this tournament. Yeah, it's a lot. I would say the AI, it's a few too many fluky shots, I feel. And just ask a couple of those pots that you just would not be able to do. And it's like, oh, great. And Ethan wins the snooker tournament. Nice to have at least shown you the ladder as they go through. We'll get to watch. Well, Ethan beat Josh, at least. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that has been it for your randomised gaming bout on Hustle King. So as I mentioned, I was using YouTube music. I wasn't actually using any of the official music in-game, as they just use sort of generic third-party licensed music, and that would have caused a few license IDs. Instead, I was using music from a couple of YouTube composers. I'll list them in the morning in the descriptions, all the songs we had, but I've listed the artists. They're quite good fun to listen to, and it's actually a very solid game. The music's very similar anyway, it's all sort of smooth jazz. So yes, this has been a very enjoyable playthrough. I think it is a very, very good game, Hustle Kings. If you are looking for something that's pool related, I would highly recommend it. It is available now, and it is priced at, just said you can get it in a bundle here in the UK. Although it says the bundle on the PS3 website says Hustle Kings PS3 Vita. If you read it, you get it in cross-buy, and if you buy it, you get the Vita and the PS3 version all for £10. So it's a very, very good pool game, I will admit. Or snooker. Snooker is DLC, but if you buy the complete bundle, you get all the I showed quite a bit of the DLC, so the alternative shaped table, that was free DLC, but it's a bit troublesome to find on the shop. And then you've got all the various ball skins and whatnot that was DLC as well, that was included in the bundle. So for £10, it's actually a very, very good pool game. Or snooker game. Probably one of the easiest to use and very, very good looking, so... But that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this randomised gaming stream. I'll be streaming again tomorrow as always. I've been your host, Random Gamer Riven. I will wish you a good night, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this stream, please do hit that like button. It is very much appreciated. And of course, if you like our content, please consider subscribing to Randomised Gaming. Currently, I stream every Monday, Tuesday and Thursday from 9:30 GMT or Greenwich Mean Time. I think it's the same UMT with some universal something time, but I don't know why they've started using that universal when basically Greenwich Mean Time is how we know it as. But yes, this is by far certainly the best pool game on PlayStation 3 and probably the best pool game on PlayStation 4. It is a really, really high quality game. You actually have the snooker rests under the table, although I don't think you can actually use them in the game. But yes, thank you all for watching. So as always, that's it from me, and I will see you in tomorrow's stream. Have a good night, everyone.